We're Film Pal. That's the story.
Springing Rock, Maryland. Humble, peaceful, and perhaps one of the most interesting small towns in America. Join us as we get to know Springing Rock and its people. How would you describe Springing Rock?
Well, any types of folks you ask will tell it differently.
But how would you tell it?
Well, you can talk about this thing, you can talk about the other, or you can just plain talk. But at the end of the day, you'd always be talking about the same thing.
So, it's a town full of contradictions.
I guess you could say that, but I don't think contradictory fully describes it if you grew up here.
How would you describe Springing Rock?
Well, you figure there's roads. That one right there, it leads to Ridgely Park. That one right there leads to Garland Brook. There's some lampposts, there's some wires.
Well, it's about freedom. This really is the most American of towns. You don't come after my guns, I don't come after your strap-on Johnsons or whatever. Not that I know anything about that, it's just, you hear things.
What makes Springing Rock special?
Oh, it's a great town, man. You can get freaky, let your freak flag fly. It's tolerated. There are certain things that are never going to be per se, legal, but, sometimes it's mind your own business, and sometimes it's get off my lawn, and, no one's going to bust you on it, unless you give them reason to make things difficult. It's I have a line, and you have a line, and just don't cross that line.
It's really chill here. It, cleanses the mind space. It's very refreshing. It's like living down by the ocean, but there's no ocean.
What do you want?
I just want to be helpful. I want something great to do. All right, just give me a shot here, boss.
Interns can't roam the camera equipment. It's company policy. I'm sorry.
Why though? Okay, I've got focus, I've got skills, I've got talent.
Look, as long as the coffee is filled and the equipment is being carried, your job's being done right.
Springing Rock is great, Bumpin' music scene, great sense of community. I feel like this place is my real home. I've lived here my whole life since last year.
It's an odd place for sure, but I'm surprised you want to make a documentary out of this. Nothing really happens at Springing Rock. You'd really have to make something up to get an audience. My neighbor's iguana got out again. I'm sorry, I have to go.
Local elections were rarely a matter of interest for the citizens of Springing Rock. The mayoral election of 2018 flipped the script entirely. After all other primary challengers backed down due to the scented candle scandal of the previous year, it was between Equality Party Town Councilwoman Tacy Lambiase and Freedom Party Deputy Mayor John Klein.
Do you like green grass? Do you like a smooth ride on your roads? Do you like a wide open blue sky? Hi, I'm John Klein, and I'm here to say, so do I. I was elected as deputy mayor 4 years ago by you and your neighbors, but am I an insider? No. I chose not to attend most meetings to stay in touch with folks like yourselves. The government is here to serve you. If you don't want to pay taxes, that should be your choice. If you want to put up a flagpole, you shouldn't have to run it by the Communist Homeowners Association. Heck, put up 51 flagpoles, one for each state flag and one for Old Glory. Mow your lawn how you please. Eat corn how you please. Put pineapple on your pizza. So do whatever it is that you like to do. I don't like nosy people, and I don't think Springing Rock likes a nosy government. That's what you wouldn't be getting with me, John Klein. So vote November 4th, and mind your own business. I'm John Klein, and I approve this message.
I've traveled far and wide across our country, and I've never found a place quite as nice as home. Springing Rock is a delightful place where people of all stripes can get along. It's why I came back after college, while so many never come back. I believe in the people you'll find at barbecues, parades, or just enjoying themselves on a porch Friday afternoon. As a town councilwoman for the past 2 years, it has been an honor advocating for your rights and making sure that everyone is heard. I will prioritize the essential issues facing our town right now and avoid burdening everyday people with tomorrow's problems. Elect me as your mayor, and I will be on your side day and next day. Day and next day. I'm Tacy Lambiase, and I approve this message.
I figure we'll be fine either way.
So you're undecided.
Well, I have decided.
Would you care to tell us what you've decided?
I've decided that someone's gonna get my vote. It's just my little old vote. But that someone is John Klein.
Okay, what?
Or Tacy Lambiase.
You do realize those are the only 2 candidates running, right?
Yeah, exactly. This way I have the elections surrounded.
I like that Tracy gal. She seems like the type to not want to judge anymore.
So you'll be voting for her?
No, don't go putting words in my mouth. I'll be voting for John Klein.
Hey, Jamie, I was wondering if maybe I could get a discount rate at the Airbnb. You know, I mean, I can barely afford staying here since I'm unpaid.
Sorry, dude. It's going to be a no. We all have to pay our fair share.
Oh, yeah? And what about Shakespeare actor guy sleeping on the couch?
Oh, him? I'm subletting that couch to him.
You're subletting a couch at an Airbnb?
Yeah, it's a real wild saver.
I cannot believe this. I'm getting no respect around here, all right? Do you even know my name?
I have a feeling it begins with an I?
Intern. Intern begins with an I.
Whoa, dude. What a coincidence.
Yeah, it's really just a shame that of anywhere in this country, it has to be such a binary choice.
So you wish there were another candidate?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Springing Rock has it in the books that a candidate can file to enter up to 2 weeks before the election.
That's really not a long time. How was that decision made?
Oh, well, that's how long the printer in Town Hall takes to print all the ballots out.
They're printed in-house?
Yeah, we keep it local that way. I was actually an intern in Town Hall that summer, so that was my idea.
Get this.
Are you going to tell me who you'll vote for?
I will. All in good time.
So what am I supposed to get?
Nobody knows how many people live here.
What do you mean?
They can't get an accurate population count.
Why not?
No one is taking the time. No one gives them straight answers.
We've been getting a lot of that.
So they just gave up.
So who are you going to vote for mayor?
Can I vote for myself? I want to be the captain of the boat. I'm the captain now.
Hey, Jamie.
Yeah.
How many interviews have we done about the election so far?
Something like 20?
Okay. And of those, how many people have told us who they want to vote for?
Something like 2?
What are your thoughts on the candidates for mayor now, with the election less than 3 weeks away?
Well, there are a lot of great things about all of them. I'm leaning...
Yes?
No, I'm just leaning. Don't worry, I'm not gonna fall over.
Hey, we're not doing anything important here. I would really love a chance to prove myself, okay? I feel like I'm being wasted.
Oh, okay, Mr. Wasted. Do you want to prove yourself?
More than anything else.
Okay, I need you to find out the population of Springing Rock.
Population?
Yes, I need you to count every person in this town. It is essential to the documentary.
boss.
Now I have to carry my own shit.
Tough.
Little did we know that a major shift was about to take place in the race.
In a rather stunning development, Deputy Mayor and mayoral candidate John Klein has announced he will be stepping down, effective immediately after a shocking series of events overnight. We take you now live to Danica Fernandez in George Frisbee Hoare Memorial Park. Danica?
Good morning, Ed. I'm standing in Hoare Memorial Park, the scene last night of a strange set of circumstances. This photo, which is now confirmed to be of Deputy Mayor John Klein, was taken last night and distributed to the press. Now, a public official allegedly defecating in a public park would be newsworthy in and of itself, but on top of that, John Klein tried to defend his actions today alongside his lawyer.
Now, this may look bad. I was in a state of intoxication and was not able to find a public restroom nearby. That is a shortfalling of the current government, and I must take some blame there, although I wasn't in that meeting. This appalling lack of facilities must be remedied, and I'm glad this has come up. I am stepping down as deputy mayor in order to resolve this matter, but I am staying in the race for mayor.
Why?
Why? For the good of the town. There are problems to be fixed.
Speaking of problems, do you have any comment on the rumors of the defluoridization of the water supply?
Let's go back to the scandal questions.
Who were you with that night?
Have you met my wonderful lawyer, Ray Thompson?
Ray Thompson was an up-and-coming lawyer known for her strange ads, which all involved a life-sized cardboard cutout of herself.
Accept no substitutes. Hello, everyone. I'll be taking any further questions for candidate Klein.
Miss Thompson, who is...
Miss Thompson is my mother. Please, call me Thunder.
Miss Thompson, I've just received an email from a coworker who now says that the photo was taken by one Miss Candace Pearl, who claims to have had an intimate relationship with Mr. Klein.
This story became even more newsworthy when the photo was analyzed. You can see a logo tattooed on the side of his rear end.
The Dallas Cowboys?
The goddamn Dallas Cowboys. How could he do this? This is Redskins country. This town has always belonged to the Redskins.
When asked about the scandal, the current mayor had this to say.
What? No comment. Get that camera out of my face.
Getting back to Candace Pearl, she had taken the photo. She turned out to be Klein's mistress and was attempting to extort him. He, in turn, attempted to extort her. And it was then that he learned that he didn't really understand how extortion worked. In any case, this left Councilwoman Lambiase unchallenged for the mayor's office.
So, how would you differentiate yourself from your competition?
Well, I would say that we're really not all that different. We're all proven, driven change makers, trying to do what's best for Springing Rock.
Are you anxious at all about Election Day?
I don't want people to see this and think that I'm resting on my laurels here. I was looking forward to debating John Klein and the others about important issues, but it just wasn't meant to be. So I'll continue meeting with everyday Springing Rockers when I have time and trying to make a difference in their lives. The fact that I'm the only one running may suck some enthusiasm out of the race, but it shouldn't be that way. I almost wish I had someone running against me.
Councilwoman Lambiase, thank you for your time.
My pleasure. We're on our fucking way, baby.
Yeah, we are. We got this, girl. Woo!
Those dumbasses are out of the way and good riddance. Thank you. So, Lara, what's next for you? I mean, with the election the way it is, it's pretty much over.
I mean, they're still editing and stuff, and of course, I'll be here for election night.
Oh, right. Well, I'm sure you can round up some viewers with the clusterfuck that was the other candidates.
Oh my gosh, it was a mess. I've never seen anything like it.
Have you done anything like this before? A profile on an up-and-coming candidate?
I mean, it was more like a profile on a town election, but
Hey, don't move that.
I really want to make more work about politics, but the documentary cycle, it's just like always chasing funding.
Yes.
And it's like as soon as you get funding, things fall apart and the story just breaks down.
Well, good luck. It's been a ride. Now, if you'll excuse us, my team and I are gonna have a quiet night in.
Hello? Yeah, okay, she's here. Rick's on the phone.
Oh. I guess my phone must be on silent. Hello?
Yeah, Laura? Hey there, Laura.
What is it?
So, Laura, the word on the digital street is the Springing Rock Mare Race has only one horse running, Laura.
Well, that's right, but they're...
Yeah, so it doesn't seem like there's much of a story there. What, you and the crew are going to follow that one candidate around the entire time? That story is going to dry up real fast. Not going to put the asses in the seats. I can't pay you to schmooze with the guests at a dinner party when it's more of a noodles and sweatpants sort of deal. You get me, Laura?
What?
Laura, no one is going to want to watch, what's-her-face, Tina Lambiase, go through the motions. This is more of a coronation kind of thing, and we do not like the royals, Laura.
Literally millions of people watch the royal wedding.
That's not what I'm talking about here, Laura. Tacy Lambiase does not look like Prince Harry. Not that that should matter. It's more of a matter of that town and the race aren't sexy.
Well, what would you like me to cover instead? Celebrities waking up in dumpsters?
Hey, come on now. That's your bread and butter. That was a great story that got tons of clicks. But really, we sell what sells, and then we get to have our fun doing whatever fluff pieces make our bells ring. I have to pay rent for this office.
This isn't a fluff piece.
Sure, yeah, call it whatever you like, Laura. I just mean to say that we cover what we want after we pay our dues with the eye-grabbing shit that puts medicine in the cabinet for people like us. We're Film Pal. That's the story. Now come by my office tomorrow, we'll figure something out. Hey, maybe you could follow that John Klein guy, see what he does next.
I'm not going to follow that Cowboys-loving creep. I just want to point out that I think that there's more here. There's a weird energy in this town.
I hear you, Laura. That's great and kinky and all that, but I think about keeping you on this beat and my wallet sings a very sad and lonely song. Unless another candidate drops out of thin air, you're onto something new.
Okay, Rick, I'll call you back when we head out.
Sure, whatever. Okay. Bye, Laura.
Bye. We need to convince someone to run for mayor.
We what?
Our movie's done if no one joins the race. It's too boring. Rick's gonna pull the plug. Really?
I guess we do have 2 weeks of footage to work with.
We do, but this town is the best type of assignment you could get. What were each of you working on before this?
I was on the one about the Fatberg in the sewers of Baltimore. I told them we didn't actually have to go in the sewers, but no.
Ugh.
Well, that must have been draining.
Shut up. What were you working on?
I was working on Rick's exhaustive history of the hashtag. Hashtag boring, hashtag kill me now.
I'm already sleepy. Wow. Poor guy.
Hey, I might not have been in the sewers, but my soul was.
My point being in asking, this is the best type of job we can get. If there's anything we can do to stay here, we have to do it.
Hey, can't argue with that.
I could make a list of possible candidates.
Let's all work on that. The sooner we resolve this, the better.
Yes, hello, Judge Walton. Hi, I'm a concerned citizen, and I wish there was another choice in candidate for the mayoral race. Hello? Hello?
I never like to have one choice. Oh, neither do you, huh? They only have one option for dinner?
Oh, thanks. No one ever compliments my voice. Oh, that's nice of you, but I don't think I'm gonna have time to come to your cabin. Ever.
What would you say to running again? Well, why not? Felony schmelony. Wait, what?
I was just calling to say how much I admire your time on the bed. Hold on 1 second. Wait, Freddie. I'm saving those?
I need to keep my voice fresh for the Shakespeare Festival.
There's a Shakespeare festival in Springing Rock?
Yes, a good time was had by all who attended the first festival.
You say you are a better soldier. Let it be so. Make your vaunting true. For mine own part, I shall be glad to learn of noble men.
You wronged me every way. You wronged me, Brutus. I said an elder soldier, not a better.
If you did, I care not.
When Caesar lived, he durst not have moved me so.
You durst not have tempted him.
I durst not.
Uh-huh. Sorry about that. I wanted to say how much I admire your time on the bench. A real symbol of justice. Yes? Yes. Well, I was calling to see if you would be interested in running for mayor. Curse? It's not curse.
Oh, there's nothing to be scared of. I think you'd be great. Oh, shit. You're legitimately scared.
People do keep dropping out.
No, she's not a witch. No, her campaign manager is not a witch. Look, there's no such thing as witches.
By any chance, are you superstitious? Not any more than everybody else. What does that mean?
We were surprised to discover that Springing Rock was one of the most superstitious towns in America. Tacy Lambiase couldn't draw out any opposing candidates because a rumor had spread that the race was cursed, following the exit of all who had run against her. Some thought she was a witch, but that quickly gave way to rumors that her campaign manager was a witch because she was known to carry around a deck of cards. No further comment.
I can't believe we couldn't find someone.
Well, we could always try to find John Klein.
No, there has to be another way. And even if we did find him, his lawyer would probably just substitute in a stupid cardboard cutout.
We should make our own cardboard cutout.
Guys, I know we're sleep deprived, but come on.
We couldn't find a good candidate, so let's just make one.
A fake candidate? Are you serious?
I don't know if that's even possible in this day and age.
Think about all the fake things going around. There's fake political groups, fake Twitter accounts, fake stories. It's only a matter of time.
Isn't what you're talking about, I don't know, illegal?
No, think about all the people who write in Mickey Mouse every year, all the flat earthers or 9/11 conspiracy theorists who put in their own name. This isn't that far out there.
The election's in 3 weeks. This is pretty far out there.
We still have 1 week until the filing deadline.
Have you considered that it might be harder to fake a human being than it is to fake a Twitter account?
I don't know, I just came up with the idea.
Okay, this is starting to seem a little desperate. What happens when the town finds out that we're, I don't know, faking a candidate essentially for money?
We tell them that this was all a part of a great social experiment. And, they passed.
That might actually flatter them. Like, the whole town is smart enough to see right through it.
But what if they're not?
Then we win?
Hold up. What if this candidate actually wins?
We won't let that happen. We'll make this candidate just weird enough so that they don't get elected, but just normal enough so they don't seem fake.
So where exactly are we going to find a person with enough time on their hands to fake being another person?
Well, they have to be a good enough liar to pass off the character.
So, an actor? But it would have to be an actor that no one in Springing Rock would recognize.
Freddie!
Huh, well, by the sound of it, no one has seen him act.
Hey, and you shaved that beach bum thing off his head and no one's gonna recognize him either.
Can he actually act, though?
Well, let's give him an audition. Make it seem really official. This could be his big break.
Yeah, this is a little bit insane.
Morgan, this town is already insane. We're just getting in on the fun.
Freddie, we have a question to ask you.
Oh, I knew this day would come. Yes, I would love to narrate your movie. In a superstitious small town, an election becomes cursed.
It's not cursed.
Yes, I know. I'm just saying that to spice things up.
We actually don't need a narrator. Laura's running that job.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Well, we would like for you to try out for a part in the movie.
I'm sorry, I don't understand. I thought this was a documentary.
Our producer made us change things up a bit, incorporate some performance art to spice things up, like you said.
In that case, yes, If you look at my resume, I have done some performance art in my past. Why has the cold come?
Yeah. I'm sure. We're going to need you to audition first.
Oh, of course. I didn't mean to presume.
Right. Look, this is a committed role. We're going to need you to go hard into the method acting. You cannot leave character when you're out in public until after the election day. Would you be able to manage that if we selected you?
Yes, completely. I once stayed in a role for an entire year to see if I could.
We don't have time for that. Here, read these lines whenever you're ready. Freddie, why don't you just read it right now?
Perfection cannot be rushed. I cannot live this scene unless I give it care.
Okay, we don't have all day.
I have never been so rushed in an audition.
How many auditions have you been to?
More than you think, Miss Malik.
It doesn't matter. Just read the copy.
Yes. Good afternoon, springing rockers. It is such a pleasure to be among the finest and freest people in this fine and free...
Stop. Your character is a modern-day politician. Try to be a little less stagey.
It is such a pleasure to be among the fine and free people.
No. We need you to do something original. Try again. Something original.
Oh, well, fortunate for you that while I was reading, I came up with an original character and kept him in my back pocket this whole time.
Then why the hell didn't you start with that?
We in the world of theater call that a rising action.
Great, whatever. Go for it.
It is such a pleasure to be among the finest and freest people in this fine and free nation of ours. I am here tonight because I believe that everyone deserves a choice. For mayor, my name is Frank Stone, and I am running for mayor of Springing Rock.
Stone? Rock? Don't you think?
That would be a great slogan. Yes.
I was planning on having your name be James Wakeman.
It's too late. The character has already sprung into being. I am merely a vessel.
Yes, but I'm the director.
Then you understand how important it is for me to have creative liberty. If I am to inhabit this character for the next 3 weeks, he must come from within.
Hey, it's not like we need a candidate who can win. We just need him to exist.
You make it sound as if I'm actually going to be running for mayor. Imagine that.
All right, Freddie, do whatever you want with your character. I give you complete creative freedom.
You mean I have the job?
Yes, you do. Congratulations.
Oh, excellent. If it's not too forward, what's the pay?
It's gonna be,
$900 for 3 weeks? That's great. When do I start?
ASAP. We need to get you cleaned up.
Will I have to cut my hair? I was sort of growing it out for another role.
You need to be Frank Stone. Would Frank Stone have long hair?
Perhaps not. All right. Let's get this over with.
Yeah, we're not cutting your hair.
All right, well, here's $40. Go get a haircut in the next town over.
I must.
We have a lot of work to do.
Rock and roll, or should I say, rock and stone.
Yes, Freddie, Frank, keep bringing that energy of you kicking in the door of our Airbnb into everything moving forward. You have complete creative freedom. We just have 2 rules based off of our legal research.
What's that?
Well, 1, you can't directly ask for money. And 2, you cannot make any promises.
Well, I'll try, but I can't make any promises.
Awesome. Okay, you can have a seat anywhere. Okay, so some other things to establish. These 2, they're your campaign staff. They're still Jamie and Morgan. They bailed on my movie, so they're helping you now. There's one other thing. Outside of here, you do not know me. You will not ask me for help with anything, okay? No questions about anything. Just go with your gut.
A statesman has to go with his gut. A stateswoman has to go with her gut. Which is why my stance on abortion...
No talking about big national issues. It's too risky. You can spout off on any local shit so long as you don't
make any promises. Exactly what kind of politician are you trying to make me? I, Frank Stone, want to make Springing Rock great. To begin with.
Bingo. Glittering generalities.
Excellent. Miss Lady, what does my schedule look like for tomorrow?
It's Morgan still, first off. And we're going to be making a campaign ad for you that encapsulates your character. It can be whatever the fuck you want it to be, as long as it doesn't get us put in jail.
Jail? Is that a real possibility here?
No, not as long as you follow the rules. Actually, false pretense law says you can't ask for money from the townspeople unless you mean to follow through on promises, which you won't make, just for safety's sake.
Got it. Don't make any promises, don't ask for money.
We're just going to need your signature on some forms to register the name. Now perk up. We're going to need you at the height of your talent for tomorrow.
You've got it. Rock and stone.
Oh, Tracy, the Society for Women Carpenters wants you to meet with them tomorrow morning.
Ugh. Can we tell them day after that instead?
What should I tell them?
Tell them we're busy. We're in the middle of an election.
Look, Tracy, we just laid off all our interns. Your social media consultant is building a goddamn puzzle. We're not doing anything, which we are. It's going to show.
Okay, well, tell them we're being filmed. Wait, why are you still filming us anyway?
Oh, my producer wants me in town in case John Klein does anything else.
That guy. It's only a matter of time before he gets himself killed.
Tracy, you've got to see this video. The guy just entered the race for mayor, and he has an ad out. It is gold.
Who the f*** is he?
You just have to watch the ad. Look up Frank Stone.
This is your town. This is me. This is me in your town. Your town needs a mayor. I want to be your mayor. I'm Frank Stone and I approve this message.
Okay. Well then. I don't even know what to say about that.
Is this guy for serious?
I'm fairly certain. Hey, we should make a parody video as a rebuttal.
Oh, this is my face. This is my ass. I want to be your mayor.
This thing could one day go in a modern art museum.
Okay, let's watch it again. Is that Sacha Baron Cohen?
No way. Way too short.
Did they bring back Punk'd?
Believe me, I would know. No, it just seems like some weird guy trying to make it in the world. Believe me, you have nothing to worry about.
Oh, I know I have nothing to worry about. The only thing that's worrying me is the fact that you had to tell me not to worry.
Come on, Tracy. Don't pay this guy any attention. You'll only legitimize him.
I know. That's not hard. As long as the media ignores him.
Yeah, that's not happening. He's trending right now.
Okay, but Twitter trending and flashy social media doesn't matter.
Why'd you hire me again?
Oh my god, he's got a website.
Are there no links or anything?
I don't think so.
Okay, what is he even doing? It costs money to put out ads and stuff. Who is this guy?
Well, based on the website, he has at least one ear and his name's Frank Stone.
Oh, shut up. Okay, can you do some digging around and find out who this guy is? Is he a real person?
I've been searching, but so far I've got nothing.
Okay, well, do we know someone else who can dig up some dirt?
Wait, you're not taking this guy seriously, are you?
Reese is right. This is all a big prank.
I know. I just want to have some peace of mind.
I'll see who I can find. My usual networks don't operate like this.
My usual networks.
Beep.
Okay, just as long as we don't use campaign funds for this.
What do you think about Frank Stone?
Oh, I mean, like if you look at his ad on the surface, it looks like he doesn't care at all, which would be like really hip and cynical about 20 years ago. But the ad itself is like a deconstruction of political ads. It's like a breath of fresh air. I mean, he doesn't make any promises, which could really help him later on down the line. Like, he's going up against this establishment candidate. And I'm really glad there's a choice, you know? I'm so glad he got it in before the deadline.
Do you think he would make a good mayor?
Yeah, absolutely. I think he's gonna deconstruct the construct of mayor. Like, shouldn't we all be mayor?
What do you think of the new candidate in the race?
Well, he's a change, isn't he?
Do you think he would make a good mayor?
Hell, about as good of a mayor as I'd be.
Do you think Frank Stone would be right for Springing Rock?
I don't know. He's sort of surrounded in this persona of mystery. That might turn some people on, or it might turn them off. I mean, he's kind of full of contradiction and mystery. I figure maybe he's perfect for Springing Rock. Somebody who doesn't quite make sense.
Does it bother?
But generally, you do want your leaders to make some sense. Otherwise, your town's identity becomes muddled and your direction becomes incoherent.
Would you consider voting for Frank Stone?
I don't know. I figure, I really don't know where he stands on the issues. Maybe if he held a meeting or something.
If Frank Stone were to hold a town meeting, would you go?
Yeah, sure. I would hear the guy out. I just don't know whether to protest him on. I don't even know what I would protest about.
Would you attend Frank Stone's town meeting this Saturday?
Yeah, toast my goats. Is there going to be any free food or anything?
I'm not sure. I'm not affiliated with his campaign.
Oh, okay, maybe. It depends what kind of hangover I have that day.
Great. Do you think he would make a good mayor for Springing Rock?
Dude, keeping it real, I don't even know who the current mayor is. So I doubt it even makes a difference to me. What does the mayor even do?
Do you plan on attending Frank Stone's interest meeting on Saturday?
I'm not so sure about that. He's an outsider, but maybe too far on the outside. I don't know where he stands on anything like freedom or justice or where a man's allowed to answer nature's call.
Maybe you could find out by going to the meeting.
Oh, I thought you were supposed to be a nonpartisan observer. You trying to stir up drama?
God, I really hope he sticks to the script.
Well, worst comes to worst.
We go to jail.
Yay! By the way, you think people know what to do with this thing?
Well, it's not like we'd put a puke bucket in front of a political rally. Hey, what's with the image?
Oh, this? I call this pre-pixelation. I pixelate copyrighted images beforehand, so I have to do it afterwards.
You know, that's actually pretty clever. I was gonna say something snarky.
Thanks. So be prepared to hate me, but...
Yeah, that's not a promising start.
But I looked over the script, and it doesn't seem like there's any inspiring lines for people to donate money to him. I mean, it's not like you can promise anything, so why would they support him?
I mean, I think people will support him based on his delivery, and if we run out of money, it's too bad. He'll just have to drop out.
Did you say you need some money?
Oh, no, we definitely didn't say that.
No, not at all.
Oh, well, I, for one, am glad that there's some competition in this race. You know, I like this guy. He seems like an artist. He reminds me of my Henry. I can just see if I have any money in my bag.
Oh, no. You don't have to do that.
Oh, well, if you're too proud to beg.
I mean, I wouldn't say proud.
You know what? Let me just sit down and I'll write you guys a nice check.
Thanks for coming.
Oh, thank you.
Hi.
Hello.
Good morning.
Yes, I suppose it is.
Morning.
Hi, morning. Thanks for coming.
Of course. I was just wondering, you guys got a snack bar here or something?
Actually, our campaign is just starting up, and so our budget is a little tight.
So they're for sale? See, this is why we should have publicly funded elections, am I right?
That's definitely a position on an idea.
Time has come.
Yeah, time just keeps coming, doesn't it?
Right. Well, in the meantime, then.
Hey.
Morning.
Hi, how are you?
Howdy.
Hi. Morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, everybody.
Morning. Hi.
Well, without further ado, I welcome a candidate who needs no introduction, Frank Stone.
Good morning, Springing Rockers.
Morning.
Hey.
Now to kick things off, tell me, what comes to your mind when you think of Springing Rock?
Fear.
Family.
You see, not two of you said the same thing. It's that range that gives Springing Rock its strength. Now, I am a new arrival, but I feel a kindred spirit with this town. People want to make a difference, but they also want some things to stay the same. Now, I want to get to know every one of you, so that I can understand what I need to bring into the table in order to be the best mayor I can be. Does that sound good?
Yeah.
Good.
All right. Now, are there any questions of the audience?
Yeah, what do you intend to do about the turtle overpopulation?
The turtle overpopulation.
Yes.
They're very cute on the one hand. On the
They're
other
everywhere.
hand,
They're in the way.
They sometimes they can be in the way. Like any living creature, they can get in the way of other living creatures. You know? And we have to consider both sides of the issue when we make any policy. We can't dance around the issue when we consider a solution.
Thank you.
Right. Anyone else? Yes, you.
Why?
Why?
Yeah, you know, I like to be informed on the issues, and sometimes I have a hard time making decisions, and other
I
things.
wanted to make sure I heard you right. Now, we are setting out to make a difference and to keep some things the same. And we want to find things that we can change, and if we can't change those things, then find other things to consider changing. Does that answer your question?
Well, it do and it don't, but someone else can ask something.
Right, you.
Well, just want to let you know, I actually visited your campaign website earlier today, and I noticed there weren't really any links on it. So I got to thinking, what exactly am I supposed to be experiencing here, And that's when I realized that maybe wondering what I'm experiencing is in fact the experience. You follow me? So I sat back and absorbed that collage you got going on up there, and really got me thinking about the kind of qualities we want in a leader. In this case, a mayor. So I just wanted to say thank you for broadening my perspective.
You're welcome. Any questions? Yes.
I'd like to go back to what he said about the turtles. I really resent that. My family has been farming turtles for 3 generations, and I believe that it is a staple of this community.
Turtles are everywhere. I mean, it's like people are like running over them in the roads. I mean, it's unsafe.
As I was saying, we will consider all participants, all interested parties. We'll bring them to the table and form a solution together. Yes?
Sure, sounds good.
All right.
What are you planning to do to bring Guy Fieri and his Flavor Town to Springing Rock?
Well, in order to bring a Guy Fieri type to the town, we have to encourage our vibrant local businesses to be the best versions of themselves that they can be, and in time, Fieri will come.
Can we get some Guy Fieri flaming shirts? That'd be cool.
That'd be very nice.
Yeah.
Now, with the flame shirts, as I said, that is perhaps out of the purview of the city council, but it is worth looking into. To if we want to establish a sort of unity, we already have this rock theme though, and an additional fire theme could be considered.
Great.
Yes.
Are you suggesting cult uniforms?
Now, a cult, not at all, sir. To answer your question simply, not at all. Now, people can practice whatever they want. They can, do whatever the yahoos do down in the valley, out west of town. They can do whatever they want as long as it's not harming other people. That's my position. People can be free.
and we don't legislate one way or another, and we are not encouraging that, the flame shirts, if they even happened, would be optional. Yes.
Are turtles fish?
They're amphibians.
Oh, the shell, right.
Yes.
Turtles are actually colonians.
I consider myself informed. Yes.
Going back to Guy Ferrari, if he does come here, will you ensure that he knows how to properly cook a turtle? Because I know the town would be very upset if he didn't cook the turtle correctly.
Well, he is a cooking professional, and I'm sure that he has encountered a turtle recipe or two. But we would, we would ensure that before he begins to cook any turtles for any spring rockers, that it is done right.
What do you intend to do about that sinkhole that's developing outside of town?
Well, in Springing Rock, we have a good cadre of geologists who are looking into that, and in one case falling into that too soon, perhaps. Now they will figure out what. I'm not a geologist myself, and they will figure out what to do, and we have to entrust them. Yes.
Hi. So, what is your opinion about environmental issues that we face today?
Well, we've got to breathe somehow, right?
Yep. What about police brutality?
What kind of good cop, bad cop routine is it we have going here? I only like to see that routine on Law and Order.
How about abortion rights?
It varies case to case.
Okay, thank you.
Right. Yes.
I've got a couple of questions for you. I don't really care what your stance is on any national issues. I understand, as a mayor, you can't do much about those. But on the more local level, what is your take on buying a new snowplow for the town?
A new snowplow for Springing Rock. On the one hand, plows cost money. On the other hand, snow gets in the way. On the third hand, what if we could all recapture that childhood joy we had based on snow? Wouldn't that be something?
Also, would you consider paid days off for town employees on days when it snows?
Not necessarily.
Well, I'm the town librarian, and it's very dangerous for me to get to work if there's ice on the road.
Well, I'm so sorry to hear that, ma'am. I don't see why a new snowplow could be ruled out entirely.
That's good to hear.
If you all might let me reflect on something. I've heard all these questions from you today. You're concerned about your futures and your town's future. I would encourage you not to focus so much on the details. The big picture is this. Springing Rockers are different, and they want to make a difference. In some ways, we are the same, and we want things to stay the same. We want town services, when we can pay for them, whenever we get to paying for them. We want buildings. We want roads. We want our buildings to stay put and our cars to move, not the other way around.
Yeah.
When we breathe, we want breath. When we smoke, we want smoke. When our children come after justice, we want justice to come after them.
Yeah.
I will not make you any promises because that's what a politician does. A statesman makes things happen. And as surely as a river used to run through this town before they built that dam, I will run to be mayor of this great town of Springing Rock.
He's a frickin' rock star.
More like a springing rock star.
Remember the mayoral race for our town? Well, it may be heating up again. Frank Stone, newcomer to the rock scene, held his first rally today, giving voters a taste of his attitude and what it might be like with him as mayor.
Springing Rockers are different, and they want to make a difference. In some ways, we are the same, and we want things to stay the same. We want
Nice
town
work,
service
Freddie.
When we can pay
Wow,
for
yeah,
them,
you really shocked me.
Yeah, nice going.
Thank you. Thank you. I'll be sure to start my centering ritual earlier in the morning next time.
Freddie, not so sure you need to go into the woods to find this character.
You mean the power was in me all along?
Yeah, sure, let's go with that.
Speaking of heating up, This was the scene earlier outside the house of former Deputy Mayor John Klein.
Excuse me, Mr. Klein.
Yes?
You don't mind my asking on behalf of Springing Rock, what exactly are you doing?
Just some cleaning, some house cleaning, getting rid of the things that do me no good so I can get back to helping Springing Rock.
And you're doing that by setting fire to your lawn?
No. I'm setting the pile on fire. I'm calling it the bonfire of the briberies.
So you're saying you received all of these things as bribes?
That's right. Yep. And if you burn the bribe, you burn the crime.
Did your lawyer tell you that?
She tried to tell me that once, but I it doesn't matter. It's legal gibberish. I'm trying to keep her honest and thereby myself honest. So I'm burning her cardboard cutout. Not so clever now, huh? Say something! The cutout was here. Shit. Ray!
An interesting twist in the saga of John Klein. Be following the story from here. I am Danica Fernandez.
She's not in there.
Back to you.
But I sought to speak from the heart, and I think the people appreciated that, truly.
Hello. I think they loved you.
Springing Rock does like people with hearts.
Hey, Laura, I was expecting you back in the office, so what gives?
Well, we decided to follow the new candidate, Frank Stone, and it's an amazing new dimension on the story.
That's exactly what I want to hear. What's next for Frank Stone? I mean, the guy shows up, says absolutely nothing substantial, and the crowd still loves him.
He's something else. Just forget about that, John Klein.
Oh yeah, for now. But keep tabs on him. He might set something bigger on fire next time.
Sure. So, the funding and everything is in good shape?
I think we can hold on. I got Gonzalez working on that piece about the Florida man who was raised by alligators, so that, along with your work, is going to put Film Pal back in the black this year.
That's awesome. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, I guess he might bite Gonzalez, but it probably won't hurt as much as an actual alligator, so it's fine.
I was talking about Springing Rock, but okay.
Yeah, for sure. We'll talk in a few days. Have fun.
Thanks, Rick. Bye.
Good night.
So, I think when we got on the subject of the turtles, we're perhaps a
Good news,
distraction.
guys. We have the green light.
Oh, good.
Congratulations.
So we've got the funding from Rick. How much money did we get in the bucket?
$175.
Okay, so not bad. That'll at least cover the equipment rentals.
So, when's my next opportunity to delight the beautiful people of Springing Rock?
You know, I've actually gotten some emails from a few people who want to interview you. So we just need to make sure we've got your backstory straight.
It only has to hold up to a local news level of scrutiny.
Yeah, you'll have to be ready to tell them.
Hometown, favorite type of pie, employment history, criminal records, skeletons in their closet. If you can dig it up, do it. And make sure the investigation cannot be traced back to me. I hear you two are good at digging things up. I hope you'll believe me when I say I'm equally good at burying things. That is your advance. You will get the rest once you get me the information.
So, maybe a stupid question.
So, definitely a stupid question.
What if we can't find anything on this guy? Like, what if he's squeaky clean?
Everybody has something to hide.
Okay.
Follow-up question.
Yes?
Like, what if we really can't find anything?
Then you don't get the money.
Well, there's no, like, A for effort kind of system or anything?
Dig it up and tell no one. 1 week.
Oh, jeez.
You think we should have been clearer that we're landscapers?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we are good at digging up dirt.
I mean, I can eavesdrop.
Yeah, you're a great listener. And I'm pretty good at scoping things out.
Yeah, you got good eyesight. I mean, we got $400 here, but kind of wanted the $4,000.
400's pretty good.
You know, what if we actually tried to find something on this guy?
How hard could it be?
1, 2, 3, 4. Get up and rock. Get up and rock. Turn on your TV. We can get up and rock.
Welcome back to Get Up and Rock. My guest is new mayoral candidate, Frank Stone. Welcome, Mr. Stone.
My delight, Karen.
You've gotten a lot of attention since announcing your candidacy last week. A lot of people have been talking about these artistic things you say, your avant-garde social media campaign, and people want to know, who is Frank Stone?
Well, I'd love to say mysterious forever, but helping Springing Rock change for the better is more important.
I suppose I meant to literally ask who you are. Where did you grow up?
Well, not too far from here, but far enough away that I didn't know much of anyone until recently. I had a comfortable upbringing, but we certainly didn't live in a palace.
Right. Now, what have you been doing for a living since you finished school? Do you have any degrees, and for that matter, how old are you?
So many questions, I hardly know how to respond.
Please find a way.
Well, I've walked many paths. I've done honest work. All art seeks to convey some sort of honesty, doesn't it?
Yes, I suppose so. Have you only worked as an artist then?
Although I've worked in restaurants and shops and out on the field, and they've all taught me important lessons.
For example?
People are different, but the same. They want things to change for the better, but they must be shown that they can do it together.
Mr. Stone, you still haven't told me how old you are.
Karen, I'd hardly deign to ask how old you are. It would be rude. Rest assured, I'm old enough to be mayor, because Springing Rock has no age requirement for the office.
Is that true? I've been told that is somehow true.
Now, Karen, where did you grow up?
That's not how this works. What is the name of a school that you have attended in your life? And I shouldn't have to say this, but please be specific.
The Maryland School of Hard Knocks. No, I don't mean to diminish the hard work that others have done. It is through hard work that we will change Springing Rock for the better.
Wow, I almost forgot my question. But I didn't. How many... Out of time? How the hell are we out of time?
You know, we've been at this for 2 hours already. I'm kind of cold. Tracy, we can't stop now. We have to get out there and meet more voters. Okay, but realistically, how many people are we actually reaching out of the hundreds, thousands? Tracy, I can't tell you what to do. Oh wait, I can. It's my f***ing job, so get out there. Okay, but when I win, I'm putting the city in city mayor. Good morning. My name is Tacy Lambiase, and I didn't even get to tell him my opinion on anything. That's okay. Name recognition is half the battle. Hi, my name is Tacy Lambiase, and I'm running for mayor.
That's weird. I don't recognize your name. What was it again?
Tacy Lambiase? I'm the only candidate to have not dropped out because of a scandal.
I guess that means your scandals can't be too bad. It's all right with me.
Well, you know, it is pretty normal in other places for politicians not to have any scandals.
So you're a politician? No thanks.
Okay, is it a vocabulary issue? Where did these people go to school? Probably here. Oh, wait. Oh, excuse me. Are you heading to vote in the mayoral election on November 4th? There's an election happening? Yes, it's been all over the news.
I don't watch the news.
Okay, well, voting for mayor is one of the most important things you can do for Springing Rock. You wouldn't want to give up that opportunity, would you?
Guess not. Who's running?
Oh, just me. And Frank Stone, kind of. It's kind of a joke.
I know Frank Stone, yeah.
How do you know him but not me?
He puts out cool videos, and I just met you.
Well, do you know where Frank Stone stands on the issues?
I could care less.
Couldn't care less.
Yeah, sure. Whatever. See you never, lady.
Maybe we should put out a video.
No, we are not stooping to that level. The Tacy Lambiase campaign is not a film project. Except for you, Laura. Hi there, I'm Tacy Lambiase.
I don't want to buy any more tractor nuts. No, thank you.
No, I'm not selling those.
Oh, okay. Have a good one.
I'm running for mayor.
We have a mayor?
Yeah. Who do you think runs the town?
I mean, I've just been doing whatever the I want.
No. Oh. Okay, have a great day.
Take it easy.
Okay, Miss Manager. Tell me why I even care. Why do I even bother? Tracy, you have the intelligence. You have the experience. You have the moxie to turn this town around, and the citizens will thank you for it. Thank you. I needed that.
Has that been a regular thing?
Yeah, I try not to judge.
Say, Dave.
Yeah, Charlie?
I think that somebody will see this as like viral marketing for Frank Stone putting up all these flyers.
I see what you're saying, but none of my sketchy contacts know anything about it. So.
Yeah, I mean, I guess there's no really other way to do it. You want to go print some more?
Yeah, sure.
I'm Frank Stone, and I approve this message.
Say, Charlie, I keep finding these burnt bits of dollar. You think if we taped them all together, they might, be worth $1 again?
No.
Say, Charlie, you remember that thing with the politician guy?
Yeah, we were hanging flyers like an hour ago.
Well, you think we might get into trouble with that? Like, would somebody, try to kill us or something?
I mean, the guy who hired us was kind of serious. Why do you ask?
Because that guy has been watching us for 20 minutes now.
Oh shit, dude.
Wait! It could be a bomb. A brick. What could it mean?
Pretty sure the note is the message.
Ah.
2 a.m. Thursday. The garage. No payment necessary.
Well, that sounds like a deal. Unless they're trying to kill us.
If he was trying to kill us, why not just do it a minute ago?
Oh, I don't know, man. Maybe he only kills people at night or something.
I don't know. I think we should do it. There's only one garage in town. People park there all the time.
I guess you're right. We'll be fine.
My name is Tacy Lambiase. I can stand in the middle of a street too. I can make an ad with all sorts of weird cinematography. Just like a certain opponent of mine. You know what he can't do? Pretty much anything else. He has no experience running a town like ours. He has no experience running anything. I've been involved in making Springing Rock a better place for the past 6 years. I know what it takes. Just put a responsible person in charge, and this town will be in great shape tomorrow. That's what I promise you. I'm Tacy Lambiase, and I approve this message.
All right, do you got any 9s?
Go fish. Got any kings?
I do not have any kings.
Hey, where are we? Media, polls.
Oh,
mentions.
okay, all right.
How are we doing?
Reese has the latest numbers from the Jumping Geologist. We have a press op with the maintenance crew at
Reese,
11.
where are we?
Is that a rhetorical question?
Polls.
Oh, I thought you'd never ask. Here's the past few days.
We're neck and neck?
You're really just two
Oh!
friends.
Intelligence, charisma, moxie. You can do this. They will thank you.
If it makes you feel better, he only has twice as many Twitter mentions now.
Whose side are you on?
Yours.
Yeah, when are you gonna start digging some dirt up on this guy?
I've got people looking into it.
Yeah, have your people call my people.
Yeah, forget about it.
Yeah, real helpful. Okay, well, social media isn't everything. Laura, what are people saying on the street?
I don't know if I should share that with you.
Please?
Okay, just this once.
Thank you.
With the election less than a week away, what are your thoughts on the candidates for mayor?
Well, I think there's a lot of really great things about all of them. I'm leaning.
Are you just literally leaning?
Yes, and I'm leaning towards Frank Stone. Seems like a smart guy. Building stink, putting all that.
They're all politicians. No thanks.
Someone's gonna have to be mayor.
Should be someone who doesn't want to be mayor. Just pick them at random.
It is still done by popular vote.
It's a real big word for a popularity contest, Professor.
if the election were today, I'd probably be voting for Frank Stone. You know, he's an independent, not beholden to the positions of the party.
Frank Stone. He's an artist. We haven't had good art funding around here since the Modernist Gallery floated away.
My vote? It's my boy Frank Stone.
Stone rocks, dude. I'm leaning towards Tacy Lambiase. There's literally nothing that I could protest about Frank Stone, but that's because he won't stand up for anything. If she took him on a debate stage, she would tear him apart.
That's it. A debate.
Tracy, that would just legitimize. Never mind. Go for it.
There's no way he outfoxes me one-on-one, and there's no way he declines the invitation.
I totally agree. Finally, something to live tweet.
It. Let's do it.
All right, y'all. Let's throw down the gauntlet.
I accept.
Freddie, are you sure? She's a seasoned politician.
You mistake me for my brother, Freddie, the actor. Frank Stone does not back down from a challenge, especially the only challenge he has.
Are we even going to have to coach him? This whole let him do what he wants thing is working out pretty well for us so far.
Yeah, don't forget the fact that we could still all go to jail.
I require no coaching. I'll go in there with the army I have, which is my mouth and my hands and my brain.
Freddie, just remember the 2 rules, and you'll be fine. And whatever you do not let her goad you into making promises.
She's not gonna get my goat. If you own a goat, you shouldn't have to.
Freddie, save that for the debate. Just keep talking around her, and maybe that'll frustrate her and make her look like the bad guy.
All right. When's the debate?
Well, the election is Tuesday, so we wouldn't want to schedule it any later than Friday, media cycle-wise.
As in 2 days or fewer?
Yep. Will that be okay?
Yes, of course. Of course, I'll remember the 2 rules and I'll be fine. She can't bring down what she can't understand, right?
Doesn't this make you a little bit nervous?
I mean, sure, but when's the last time we heard of a violent crime in Springfield?
Somebody threw a brick at us.
Yeah, but we'll be fine. Hey, look. Good evening. Is this the information we asked for? And you don't want us to pay you anything?
There's sugar in the water supply?
What the fuck are you talking about?
Well, that's what it says right here.
This is what I promised to share with you. Did you not tell him?
Frank Stone is an actor?
So I think we got your information.
It's an honest mistake.
Yeah.
It's bound to happen when there's only one parking garage in town.
Guess great minds think alike.
I guess so.
So can we agree to not tell the public each other?
Of course, totally.
See you around.
You might.
Oh shit, you know what this means?
Yeah, he's not just an actor. He's a real good actor.
Yes, and also a very good liar. Every year, he and I put on the Shakespeare Festival, but not this year. Nay, he thought he could go on and take a major performance art role and forget about little old Mac Trumley.
Who?
That's me. Guy on the flyer?
Oh.
He tried to leave me behind, but I'll show him.
Why not just confront him yourself?
I considered this. Yea, I rolled this concept twixt the lobes of my mind, but I realized I should do better to retain my anonymity, so that I too may take a role like this someday.
Wouldn't you be even then?
I never considered that. Hey, is there any chance I can get that folder back?
That's gonna be it.
Oh, no, guys, come on. It was just a mistake.
The man said no.
No, please, guys.
Hey, is that your car getting ticketed?
No, I can't afford another. No, it wasn't me.
Well, you seem like a decent dude. I mean, we all make mistakes. Here you go.
Oh, thanks. Thank you for your understanding. You are yet noble men.
Thanks, man.
I bid you good night.
Good night.
Let's go.
We interrupt this special report on the water supply scandal to bring you the first ever televised Springing Rock mayoral debate. Here is your host, Karen O'Connor.
Good evening. Welcome to the special edition of Stay Up and Talk. Tonight we'll be hosting a special spur-of-the-moment debate between our mayoral candidates. They will be asked a series of questions by political reporters from our studios and from the Springing Rock jumping geologists. They will each have 30 seconds to respond. We will keep this debate brief, as we are already getting complaints about the interruption in scheduled programming. Let's meet the candidates. First, we have Town Councilwoman Tacy Lambiase, candidate for the Equality Party. And her challenger, Frank Stone, accomplished artist? I want to open with a local proposal that's before the Town Council, the proposed tax on departing high achievers. Its champion, John Klein, is no longer in the race. What are your positions? Councilwoman Lambiase, we'll begin with you.
Well, first I will say that it is a pleasure to be here, Karen. The tax on departing high achievers is no more than a fancy name for a tax on straight-A students. While I understand the frustration with our smartest kids going to college and never coming back and contributing to our economy, this is no solution. We need to make Springing Rock a better place, a place that they'll want to come back to. It's a matter of more carrot, less stick.
Mr. Stone, your response.
We need both a carrot and a stick to make a buggy run. We must put ourselves in the mind of the dog. Do I have enough sticks? But equally in the mind of the rabbit. Do I have enough carrots? Then it will work out.
We're not running a buggy here, Frank. We're running a town. Do you support the tax or not?
I would need to read the verbiage. These bills are so long and complicated. A regular person like myself has trouble with all the legalese.
We have to move on to the next question. Councilwoman Lambiase, you have signed on to co-sponsor a bill authorizing fines on skateboarding town-wide. Could you elaborate?
I want to make it clear for the viewers at home that this is not a ban on skateboarding. It will still be allowed in residential areas and at the skate park. But anywhere in between just tends to get in the way.
Come on. No wonder the straight-A students don't want to come back.
That's an oversimplification of the multitude of reasons why our best and brightest move away. We need to increase the number of desirable jobs, continue to enliven our downtown, replace our aging housing stock. What solutions do you have, Frank?
I am committed to making Springing Rock a better place and fresh blood.
All right.
This is very interesting. Good work, gentlemen.
Thank you, sir.
I trust this entitles us to...
Yes, here.
It's money.
Of course it's money. Is it what we agreed to?
It is exactly the amount we agreed on. Now, if you will excuse me.
Councilwoman Lambiase, you have proposed to lift the long-standing ban on the study of French language and French history in our schools. Why now?
It's another one of those outdated policies, Karen. You see, after World War I, there was a saying, you can't get the boys back to the farm once they've seen Gay Paris. Well, our town council took that really literally, and they banned the study of anything French.
So they don't become susceptible to foreign influence. For example, the French.
Mr. Stone, do you believe the French are trying to influence the politics of Springing Rock?
Could be Russia, or nobody at all.
The issue of turtle overpopulation.
I'm no scientist. We can either move the turtles or hunt them.
Well, scientists at the University of Maryland have been dealing with turtle issues for years.
I think it should be left up to the people as to what to do about an issue like this.
I mean, people are saying that this race is cursed. People are saying my campaign manager, Sarah Hurley, is a witch, and I'm pretty sure it's because she's a ginger. Come on, people!
I'm not going to make any promises myself.
Thank you.
I'm 30. I feel like my voice is valued, and that I've been able to push through incremental change for Springing Rock.
I would like to emphasize that I am old enough to be mayor, by law.
And how old are you?
How old are you, Karen?
I've just received.
Shh, not now. It's getting good. I'm not going to dignify that with a response, Mr. Stone. The next question is for you. Should we lift the historic cap on the number of pizza restaurants in Springing Rock?
What? There's a limit on pizza places?
Yes, it came up during the campaign a few months ago. Were you paying attention?
I had other things on my mind. I had not yet determined to enter the race.
So?
So I didn't know. There are a whole lot of things I don't know, but I am ready to find out. I have the heart of a mayor. I care about people.
Councilwoman Lambiase.
The cap on pizzerias is an obscure law still on the books. It was based in an ethnic fear of Italians, and obviously it's now obsolete. It has to go.
Mr. Stone, your thoughts on a proposal to abandon municipal yard waste collection to encourage composting?
Yard waste is called yard waste for a reason. Compost smells. But on the other hand, it has benefits. I would have to weigh the options in greater detail.
Maybe if you did your research beforehand, you'd be able to give Springing Rockers the answers they deserve.
My heart is in the right place. I want to steer this ship through heavy seas and rocky roads. Trees may be thick, but we have to see through them.
What?
The ship through heavy seas.
Let's move on to another question. Mr. Stone, what are your thoughts on an initiative to finally conduct a town-wide census?
Can't you tell that some people just want to be left alone?
Frank, a head count is necessary to guarantee our citizens appropriate services.
Just leave me alone. I've taken about as much abuse as I can stand. Who needs to know all these things? I've been working my ass off, and people love me. They love me. You'll see. You think you're perfect? Well, you're not.
Well, that concludes tonight's debate. We thank both of the candidates for their participation. We now return to the weekly scandal report.
God fucking damn it, where is he going?
He just headed for the back door. Frank!
Oh, what was that, Alex? You said you found something?
Yeah, I found the coffee machine. It's over there.
Oh, I don't want any thanks.
Frank, where are you?
Frank! You need to come back! Freddie! You don't need to come back. I'm sorry!
The debate reaction polls are in, and they are looking good.
Yes! Nice. You f***ing wrecked that guy, Tracy.
Mm-hmm.
Makes me sad that people needed to be shown that he was crazy, but you did it well.
You're gonna win this thing.
Thank you. I did this with my own brain. I didn't need any flashy graphics or hashtags.
So what's the game plan the next 3 days?
Ooh, I'm thinking we start with some mojitos.
I'm game.
I hate to be a stick in the mud, but I feel like I need to hold off until we lock this thing down.
It's Friday.
I know, but the last time I was sitting around on my ass, Frank Stone came along and almost took the lead. Well, more for me. Alex, you want one?
No, I need to clearly think.
Need to clearly think.
Hashtag social media.
Hashtag oil can.
Hey, Laura, you get that?
It just showed that he really didn't know much about anything. That was an eye-opener. I thought Frank Stone was a brilliant deconstructivist, but nah.
If you don't know the issues, you're gonna have issues. I could be a speechwriter. You should put that on a t-shirt.
So would you say that Frank Stone no longer has your vote?
No, I didn't say that. Don't go putting words in my mouth. It's like, that's pretty much my only rule. Don't put things in my mouth. But yeah, after a performance like that, I can't vote for the man. A man had better perform. Wait, let me try that again.
It was so disappointing. I had such high hopes for that Frank Stone.
So, do you see yourself voting for Tacy Lambiase?
I suppose so. She's the only choice that really knows Springing Rock.
Who did you see yourself voting for?
Well, I won't actually see myself voting until I actually vote, but if I'm allowed to vote early, maybe I could do that.
Who will you vote for?
Oh, well, I think it has to be Tracy. She seems like the smarter option.
What are your thoughts on the debate?
Well, I have to say, we're always heading towards a period of change in our community around election time, but I don't know if I can endorse a change that Mr. Stone represents from incompetence to inawareness. Yeah, he just don't seem to know what Springing Rock is about. You feel me?
Who do you plan on voting for mayor? And did the debate affect your opinion?
Well, yes and no.
I'm done. Any sign of him?
No, though his stuff is gone, so he must have snuck in while we were out.
Just have to wonder where we went wrong.
I'm pretty sure it was the beginning.
Yeah. I mean, what's the worst case scenario here? He can get another acting gig somewhere else. We've got a better movie than before, and we've got a big enough budget for 3 more days, right?
We do. I just feel bad about the whole thing.
Well, when we said, hey, let's prepare you for the debate, he said, no thanks, I don't need it, I'll just wing it.
Well, that's true. He'll get over it. I mean, it's not like we actually wanted him to be mayor, right?
Yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe this is for the best.
Frank Stone. Thought I might find you here.
Mac, my old friend, it's good to see you. I don't know if I can still respond to that name. My proverbial goose has been cooked by certain personages.
Frank, baby, you know I'm here to help you.
What? Why are you speaking thusly?
I'm joining your troop. You are Frank Stone, candidate for mayor. And I am Benny Spinoli, PR guy to the stars.
I truly appreciate your zeal, but I don't think Frank Stone can show his face again.
Why? Like some gotcha journalist, know-it-all public servant? Yeah, okay, yeah, it was a punch. But you gotta roll with them. Frank Stone is not a quitter, and you cannot portray him as one.
You have a point. I've been letting Freddy absorb all of the blows that have come our way, when I should have let Frank brush them off.
Bada bing, baby.
But how do I brush them off? How do I get back in the fight?
Today is your lucky day, Mr. Stone. Pal Benny here has found a real political operator. He'll be your mentor. He can shrug off anything. John!
Deputy Mayor KLEIN, what a surprise to see you. Nice to meet you at last.
It's nice to meet you, Mr. Stone. I was minding my own business when your associate, Mrs. Spinacci, found me and said there was a place for me. You know, I thought it was a real shame what they did to you in that debate.
Oh, you saw that, huh?
I saw Tacy Lambiase doing what she usually does, not minding her own business. And that runaway giraffe, Karen, did everything she could to tear you apart. But you're not apart, are you? Here you are, in one piece.
So I am. What was it Benny told you?
He told me that you wanted some help after the mess the other night. I thought it was the perfect opportunity for the both of us. I, if I could be so bold, would be your right-hand man. Your second banana. Your running mate.
A match made for greatness. What a doozy that would be. What do you think, Frank?
I'm, flattered. But I don't want the media circus to follow me. You understand? From the scandals?
Frank. It's all behind me. It's all good and buried.
Oh, in that case, I welcome any help you can offer.
Excellent news. You would not regret this, my friend. I had an awesome idea for an ad. Ray wouldn't let me run it.
Oh, really?
How much do you know about Texas?
Texas?
It's from Sarah Hurley. She asks, did you record Tracy talking about the Alamo?
Like, the Alamo?
Yeah, I'm telling you, I don't think so. Why?
Guys, the Alamo's trending locally.
Why?
Looks like there's a new ad.
From who?
This is your town. You have a voice in the election for mayor in 3 days' time. Before your vote, you have to ask yourself, do you want to be remembered? Do you want a mayor who cares about remembering you? Tacy Lambiase says she cares, but how can you trust her? She doesn't even remember the Alamo.
Stay in the fort and purposefully die at the hands
Defending-
of 5,000 Mexicans. Oh, and then we're gonna just like glorify their lives in that really like brilliant decision. Stupid. It's ridiculous. You have to know how brave and how great they were. No, alright, I'm just not about it.
You hear that, Springing Rock? Tacy Lambiase doesn't remember the Alamo. Will she remember you? I'm Frank Stone and I approve this message.
Seriously, are you f***ing kidding me? The Alamo? It was 180 years ago. I know. If I have to issue an apology for this
I have to.
Reese, when you have the numbers on this, please let me know.
I'll see what I can do.
Laura, what have you been hearing?
What are your thoughts on the latest ad from Frank Stone?
Bro, like, you can't even remember the Alamo? Like, that's basic history.
Her opinion is unconventional, but this is Maryland. I really don't think it matters.
What a shameful turn of events. Downright unpatriotic.
Makes me sick. I knew that lacy tambourine was no good.
What happened at the Alamo?
Oh, I couldn't say for sure.
Didn't the Alamo, like, burn down or something?
Well, I was just trying to find a good rental car, and then they surprised me with all these charges when I landed.
The Alamo, the fort, the battle in Texas.
Oh, well, I don't know then.
Well, that's a complicated question, I suppose. See, the Alamo was obviously not an ideal strategic defensive position, which really, Davy Crockett should have known better than trying to defend that territory. So, it's almost like disrespecting the dead, honestly, and I'm not sure I can support that. Bobby, you're up to bat. You're not catcher. It's the wrong team.
There was like some guys in the desert and they all died.
You're in the right direction. Does it matter to you that Tacy Lambiase thinks the battle was a waste?
Who?
God damn it. I think I'm gonna need that apology, Sarah.
I'm almost done.
This has got to be the weirdest election I've ever seen.
And it's not over yet.
Great, thanks, Reese. I'm about to lose the election because of some stupid little rant.
Tracy, you have the experience. You have the intelligence.
All right, enough of this. I just need to get rid of it.
Here, look at this.
Okay, good afternoon, everyone.
I came as soon as I could. Holy shit.
Yeah, he's gone rogue.
Born on a mountaintop in Tennessee.
Greenest state in the land of the free.
Raised in the woods, so we knew every tree.
Killed him a bar when he was only 3.
Davy
Crockett,
king of the wild frontier. Ladies and gentlemen, springers and rockers, Frank Stone.
Springing Rockers, do you remember the Alamo? I knew you would. I invited you here today to make a special announcement. The election may be tomorrow, but it is not too late to change our campaign for the better. We need someone who knows Springing Rock even better than I have come to know it. Out of the blue, someone special appeared. Someone who knows Springing Rock and has known it for years. Someone with energy as strong as mine. Someone who has owned up to his mistakes and wants to make it up to you as my deputy mayor. ladies and gentlemen, John KLEIN.
We're screwed.
Maybe.
I just want to know how they got the banner made so quickly.
Hello, Springing Rock. I'm humbled to be here. I have made mistakes. I have transgressed against the public park. I have lied to the people I promised to serve. I have been unfaithful to my wife. And I have accepted bribes, among many other things. But we all make mistakes, don't we? I have set out to cleanse myself of all these crimes. I burned the bribes I received. I said goodbye to my mistress. I have planted flowers in the park in which I had defecated. And I have begun the process of removing my Dallas Cowboys tattoo.
Yeah, fuck the Cowboys! Boo!
I have joined forces with Frank Stone because he's like a lion, and I'm like a tiger. And you can't make a jungle with just one of us. He has brought an enthusiasm to this race that no one else could, and brought so much support in such little time. I may not be on the ballot tomorrow, but I'll be there in spirit.
By our powers combined, we will be the best tag team this town has ever seen. Thank you, Springing Rock. Remember the Alamo, and remember to get out and vote tomorrow.
We created a monster.
Mr. KLEIN, can you please report on the disappearance of your mistress, Candace Pearl?
What? Former mistress.
Former!
What the hell, John? Not to worry. I got it all under control.
You told me that you buried this. Oh shit, did you bury her?
Nothing to worry about, Frank. It's my business.
You're my running mate and you murdered your mistress. How is that not my business?
Well, that's what you think. No, I didn't murder her. Rest assured, Candy is alive somewhere, probably.
That's the opposite of assuring.
Chill out, Frank. Trace is on her heels right now, figuratively and literally, and everyone's focused on the Alamo. Just drive.
Hey guys, wait up! Crapola.
The events of the past few days have instilled in me a greater sense of perspective. I got lost inside my head and said something disrespectful. Disrespectful to American history, to the sacrifices of brave Americans, and to the state of Texas. Even though Texas is nowhere nearby, I've come to understand that a surprisingly large number of you care deeply about the Alamo. I apologize to each and every one of you, and I will put forth a resolution before the town council as early as tomorrow to declare an official day of Alamo remembrance in Springing Rock. Thank you for your time. God bless Springing Rock, and remember the Alamo.
I mean, what do we even do? If we out him, we're out.
What if we went with the social experiment angle?
I don't think that'll realistically get us off the hook.
Well, what if we just campaign for Tracy?
The election is tomorrow. What the hell can we do?
What if we do another ad? I mean, we saw how fast the Alamo thing took off.
Yeah, you've got a point. Let's brainstorm based off of the footage we have. Maybe we can...
Wait. Holy shit.
Walk me through what happened, Miss Pearl.
He drove me out into the woods that night. I thought we were gonna make a break for it and leave all this shit behind.
But you didn't.
He drove off the road into the woods. He stopped the car and took the keys out. This felt wrong to me. I said, "Don't you dare try and kill me, John KLEIN, or I will be so pissed." And he tells me, "Candy, I would never kill you." And he says to me, "Didn't I forget all about the little blackmail thing with the shit in the park?" And I say, "Yeah, you did." And then he says to me, "And didn't I forget about the time you held a gun to my head?" And I say, "Yeah, you did let that one slide, I admit." And then he asks me, "Do you trust me?" And say, yeah, I guess I do. So he said to me, close your eyes and count to 100. So I counted. And when I opened my eyes, he's gone, my shoes are gone, my phone's gone, and so are the car keys.
So he left you there in the woods by yourself?
Yes.
How long did it take you to get back to town?
Like a whole hour.
That's it?
It was a traumatic experience.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to discount your difficulty. But if it only took you an hour to get back, why were you reported missing?
I was hiding from him. I didn't want to be driven out to the woods again.
But why would you get in the car again if you knew?
You don't understand. He has a way of assuring you that everything's going to be all right.
You see? She's alive. Everything is all right.
She's alive, but you left her in the woods, John.
Just to get her out of the way, she was just a distraction. We have a clear path to victory now.
Uh-huh.
Who are you gonna call?
My team. I should have brought them in on this sooner. Also, Benny got left behind at the rally.
You don't need him. The election is tomorrow. We've made our case. We don't need to say anything else, do we?
What else is there to even say?
I, for one, am surprised she's still alive.
He's too stupid to be a murderer. Not to talk up murderers. What now? It's Rick. Hello?
Laura. That John Klein is a lovable little rascal, right?
You think so, huh?
Absolutely. I saw you in the background of his rally in a video, and Laura, I am so glad that things worked the way they did. You are on it. I mean, now he leaves his mistress in the woods, but he's too stupid to get rid of her?
That's what I said.
Yeah. Are you with him right now?
No, we're turned in for the night.
Ah, well, I'd love to meet him. Man, the way he worked that crowd, and him joining forces with Frank Stone, I mean, how exciting is that?
Haha. Yep.
Well, it sounds like that crowd, I think they got a good shot at winning. You want to stick around in Singing Rocks? Be my guest. It's going to be the most batshit small town in America. The Stone and Klein show, where you're going to get so many views for Film Pal.
That would be great.
Are you kidding me? That would be amazing. Okay, get some rest. I want you on top form to follow these guys.
You know it.
Bye now, Laura.
Bye.
What did you want?
He wants us to have a John Klein and Frank Stone TV show. He's head over heels for those two dumb fucks.
Jeez.
Oh, we have to stop this.
I could start collecting some footage of Freddy.
I could do some dramatic narration like he does.
Good. Let's knock this out.
Good evening, everyone. While today didn't turn out how we expected, I just wanted to say thank you for supporting me and for all of your efforts on this campaign. I don't really know where we went wrong, and I think that while I'm the best candidate for the job, the results are the results, and we take them as they come. So thank you for all of your support again.
You ready?
It's election day in Springing Rock. You have choices before you. The choice between sanity and insanity. Between someone who understands your town and someone who seems to be on another planet. You owe it to yourself to ask the question, who is Frank Stone? He came from nowhere. He makes no promises, and he doesn't seem to understand the most basic things about Springing Rock. Now, he has allied himself with the most corrupt, erratic politician in our town's history. Before you cast a ballot for change or for excitement, consider the facts. Don't fall for his act. Just like his brother Freddie, he's an actor. He's played many of you like fiddles. Don't get played. Created by Yes Rock No Stone Productions.
Tracy, someone made an ad for you. Come check it out.
That's great, but it won't do me any good now. Come on, we've got to go. Let's get out there.
Hey man, let's get at it. Let's go.
What were we just watching?
Nothing, dude.
The voice sounded familiar.
Ah, Diamond doesn't. Those guys. Let's get out and vote.
If you don't mind me asking, who did you vote for mayor?
Tacy Lambiase. She's the only one in this race that has a lick of sense.
Stone!
Tracy, obviously. Frank Stone.
Abstained.
Tacy Lambiase, the easier choice of my life. Frank, he's crazy.
Frank Stone and John Klein.
Oh. Is that what they were doing?
I voted for Tracy. Between Frank Stone being a dumbass and her being my sister, I kind of had to.
Tracy.
Frank Stone.
What? Why?
I thought he gave a great performance.
What do you mean by performance?
He means that he was a good public speaker.
Yeah, exactly.
I wrote him myself. Told you so.
Oh, Frank Stone, all the way. Love that guy. You haven't seen him around by any chance, have you? I'm having a hard time getting a hold of him.
Well, Barbara Schmolsky for comptroller, Stephen Anatoye for Orphans Court.
Just for mayor.
Who's just?
Who did you vote for mayor?
Oh, Tacy Lambiase.
Tacy Lambiase?
Yeah, same.
Why did you choose her?
She just seemed more real.
Yeah, a real, genuine person.
I made a decision.
Who did you choose?
Tacy Lambiase.
That's great. I'm proud of you.
I made a decision. No comment. Have a nice day.
Tracy, pleased to see you again.
John, Frank.
Councilwoman.
You can call her Tracy, Frank.
Just so you know, we didn't make that ad.
What ad?
Don't worry about it, Frank.
I don't know anything about this. I'm just here to vote.
How about we vote for each other, for old time's sake?
We never did that, John, and you're not even on the ballot.
We're a package deal. Everybody knows that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's why you're gonna lose. That ad reminded everyone of how ridiculously corrupt you are.
I'm a changed man. I've changed.
You're not telling me something. Again.
Somebody made a little video doing some trash talking about us all. That's all.
You did?
I did not make a new video, not ever since the one that you did about the Alamo.
I worked all night on that.
Okay, I worked my ass off for months and years to get to this point, and then all of a sudden, you show up out of nowhere and everyone is singing your praises. Do you know what that feels like? I had to apologize for a 200-year-old battle that has no bearing on this election.
No, you know what had no bearing on this election? My affair. My answering to the call of nature. The wonderful gifts people gave me. My leaving my mistress in the woods. Burning all of my wonderful gifts. And so many other stupid things. You're gonna get yours for that.
Are you threatening me?
I don't know. Am I? I thought you knew everything. When I'm there, I'm gonna...
Let's fucking vote.
Hey, Laura.
Yeah?
If things go south, you can edit that out, right?
Technically, yes.
Okay, we'll talk. So, Jamie, I'm really glad that you and Morgan quit Frank's campaign.
Yeah, it got out of our hands. Out of hand.
Definitely.
Frankstone? Frankstone really doesn't exist anymore.
Come on in.
But unfortunately, Ed, a dog cannot be the judge of the orphan's court.
Well, that one might just have to go to recount, Danica. Oh, I'm hearing now that we have the results of the mayoral election. Let's have a look. With all precincts reporting, it seems as though we have a winner. The next mayor of Springing Rock is... Frankstone.
What the f?
Whoever that is needs to go to hell.
And the final tally is 23,290 to 15,689.
A f***ing landslide?
I don't know what to tell you.
What? How am I the mayor?
I didn't even know you were running.
Somebody get me a drink. Alex?
Go away! Alex, answer the fucking door and tell them to get out of here.
How did we get here? Where did he even come from?
Tracy, we kind of have something to tell you. Jamie, turn off the camera.
Boss. Hey, boss.
Intern?
I finished the count.
You what?
The count of everyone in Spring Rock.
Okay.
There are 21,417 people in Spring Rock.
Okay, cool. Could you wait outside?
Outside?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I guess I could do that.
Say that number again.
Well, it's been a week since the election, and we're finally getting some clarity on the results.
The FBI has released a statement confirming that the vote tally was falsified for the mayoral election.
They've yet to release any names, but it would appear as that those who tried to choose our next mayor for us had some ties in Russia.
In the meantime, it has been announced that the real winner of the mayoral election is our current town councilwoman, Tacy Lambiase.
So, you guys created a fake candidate who ran for mayor and then was actually elected with the help of the Russians. So I got that right?
Yeah, but it was a social experiment and we didn't think the Russians would help.
Have any of you visited Russia recently?
No.
Never.
No.
And I never want to go.
Have any of you ever conspired against the United States government or associated with any known revolutionaries?
Never.
I'm just messing with you. We already know everything about you guys.
You. Yeah, what a relief.
Is it though?
Well, we already talked to the actor that you hired, and he told us everything within like 3 questions. So,
I'm still gonna want a lawyer though.
relax. As far as I'm concerned, you guys didn't break any finance rules. You didn't promise anything. In fact, I'm impressed.
Well,
Thank
thanks,
you.
I guess.
So what happens next?
Well, that's classified. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna find out how and why the election rigging happened. And just for now, keep your eyes and ears open for any Russians, okay?
Yeah, we can
do
do
that.
that.
Well, I gotta go, guys. A lot of investigating to do.
Wait. Could you possibly not tell Tracy that we're the ones that hired Freddie?
Well, Miss Lambiase is quote unquote the victim here, so it'll be kind of hard to hold back any details related to this case.
Well, you see, we have one more scene we need to film with her in it, so if you could delay telling her.
Okay, I understand. I understand the dramatic irony. I too used to study theater, so. Okay, well, I guess I can hold back telling her the story tomorrow. So that means you guys have till today to get your scene in, all right? All right, so get it done quickly. Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks.
Well, I gotta go, guys. But before I do, just Stay away from Russia.
Okay, no problem.
You got it.
Phew.
And then he said, have you ever been to Russia? I'm like, do I look like the person that's ever been to Russia? Does it look like... Hold up, guys, I got it.
Hey.
Hey. You, wanna come in?
Yeah. Hey, guys.
Hey.
Look, I'm sorry I let things get so crazy. You all supported me, and I lost my mind. I forgot I was doing a job.
Well, it hasn't been a great last few days, but we did throw you into the deep end.
It would have been nice to know I was actually running for mayor.
Yeah, that's a bit of an oversight on our part.
So, you can pay me whenever you want. I can coast on the last few donations for a little while.
Freddie, we'll get that to you, and we can probably even pay you more than we said we would.
Thank you. Thank you. But was I worth it?
Nonsense, dude. Don't talk yourself out of a paycheck.
True. Has the FBI talked to you guys at all?
Yeah, earlier this morning.
What did you tell them?
A social experiment? You?
I told them performance art. And then I told them everything else.
Well, at least none of us got arrested.
A questionable deed goes unpunished.
So, are you gonna go back to acting in plays and stuff?
Yes, I shall return to the theater.
Good for you, Freddie.
Mac and I will be having a Shakespeare festival in the spring. You are all welcome to attend.
We'll think about it.
The chariot beckons.
Well, Freddie, goodbye. Nice to work with you.
Hey, it's been fun.
Yes, it's had its moments. Bid you adieu. Fair travels to all of you.
Goodbye,
Bye,
Freddie.
And how did it proceed?
Fairly well, old bean. All's well that ends well.
Oh, now a new adventure beckons. Come, let us show ourselves to be lowly fed and highly taught.
Excellent turn of prose. A road by any other name would smell just as sweet.
That's another play altogether.
A play's the thing. A rock's the spring.
Hi, Rick.
Laura, I gotta tell you, I'm super bummed about Stone and Klein losing the election, as I'm sure you are.
Yeah, real upset.
That would have been a click farm, let me tell you.
Mm-hmm.
Tell you what, come on by the office, we'll stitch together whatever footage you have. A little clip show or something. You can sell it to CNN or somebody.
No. How about this?
Huh?
How about a movie about how we convinced an entire town to believe in a fake candidate? A social experiment.
I don't know who would watch that.
I mean, like, half the town is in this movie.
Let's just stick to the Klein stuff. Trust me.
No, you trust me. The three of us have filmed something really special here, and you're gonna let me produce it in its entirety and let us release it on our stupid clickbait website because we're goddamn journalists.
Laura, let's talk about this.
Do it. Or we're out.
You always gotta put a gun to my head. Fine.
Thank you. I'll talk to you in a few days.
Yeah.
Bye. Guys, we're good to go.
For real?
Yay!
Rock and roll!
I think you mean Rockin' Spring.
Hey!
Nice. Well, let's get packed up, get a scene in with Tracy, and then hit the road.
Sounds like a plan to me.
Rock and spring.
Like the Russians. Seriously?
That's how you know you've made it big.
Well, at least we got it figured out. Yeah, but I'm still confused. Why would any Russian operative care about springing rock?
Nothing's turned up in our research, but we believe that the Russian interference was directed locally.
Locally? You mean like a sleeper agent?
Was Frank Stone the Manchurian candidate?
No. Frank Stone is a pseudonym.
I knew it! I knew he was a fake. Did you arrest him?
No, he didn't break any laws. In fact, he purposefully dodged campaign regulations.
Wait, so he wasn't Russian?
No, not that we can determine. He called it performance art.
So was John Klein a performance artist too?
No. Now he's just nuts.
Yeah, that
Tell me
checks out.
something I don't know.
I'll have more to report to you by tomorrow, I think.
Okay. Thank you. Please do.
I will. Thank you. And in the meantime, just keep your eye out for any Russian spies, okay, guys?
All right.
All right.
Will do. Thank you.
Bye.
So we almost got beat by an actor.
Hold on. When the tally comes in, you'll see he was nowhere close.
I hope so. I just want to put all this behind us. Laura, are you coming to my swearing in?
Oh, definitely.
Hey, so on election night, you were about to tell me something.
Was I? I probably wanted to encourage you when things looked grim.
You're so sweet.
I'm really looking forward to seeing this documentary when it's done.
You got all my jokes, right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'll probably release it next year. This stuff takes ages.
I'm sure. So we're all gonna go get Peruvian chicken if you guys want to come too.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, let me just go grab my keys.
Okay.
Maybe you said something bad about the Russian Alamo.
Ha ha ha. No, I'm pretty sure I gave the Russians zero reason to come after me.
Is Alex gonna come?
Where is Alex?
Huh. Yeah, I haven't seen him in a couple days. Okay, just go.
Oh, shit.
We've reached the end of our time in Springing Rock. I imagine that each of you are left with the same bittersweet feelings that we have. We experienced a strange moment in this town's history, alongside its citizens. In a funny way, we felt like we belonged. If you visit, you may find the very same feeling. You may not see a politician light bribes on fire, or see the rise and fall of a demagogue, or discover a Russian sleeper agent, but you'll be sure to find something you like. We encourage you to visit. Take part in the story of Springing Rock for yourself. Stay tuned for more documentary work from Film Pal Productions. Rock and Spring.
Please clap.